Aussie USD, we start with the daily chart. Okay, based on daily chart, we have been within this move for the quite a long time. We are not sure how high it can go, and we don't have much information how we're going. What's the next? Okay, in this case, we move to lower time frame. We see how we can trade it. Okay, based on lower time frame, based on forward chart. Now the things is next week, if we want to look for buy, what I want to see that if we want to look for buy, I prefer the price break this low, price drop some more before we get the up move. And how do we need to look for sell? Based on forward chart, we don't have any information. In this case, we move to lower time frame. Why we talking about the sell? That if we get it, there is a possibility that the price better from here or higher drop and break this trend line. That's why if we get a sell setup, we are more interested, but it depends where we can get the sell setup. Okay, and do we have a sell setup right now? We don't have it. Okay, now the thing is, as I talk about the buy, if we want to look for buy, what I prefer, the price for the next week, it depends. If the price can drop some more, at least to this low, then from there we can look for buy. That's mean if the price, there is a possibility price can reverse from here as well. Okay, and but the best is the price come to tag this low before we get the buy. Okay, this is the best. But how about if the price reverse from here? Then we need to see whether we can get the buy setup or not. Okay, and this is how we're looking for buy. That means we want the price to at least come touch this line, this low before we get the buy. And how about the sell? Do we need to look for sell? We don't have any trade setup unless for the sell, unless next week we get the correction here. If we get the correction, first of all, it depends on how this correction can form and whether we can get the sell setup or not. Okay, if we get a bigger correction, then if I get any sell setup, we take the sell. Okay, and if we get the sell, as long as the price come and break this low, may I put back at the trend line here, break this low, we need to start to manage it. Okay, because the possibility we mentioned the price come to this level or even this trend line, then from there reverse. Why we take the we want to take the sell if we get the sell setup in case the price can drop and break this trend line based on higher time frame. Okay, anyway, we don't have any trade setup right now, and if we want to look for sell, we need to get the big correction here, and we need to get a bigger correction, not the small correction, not the very small correction of flag. And for the buy, then from there we can look for sell. And for the buy, we prefer the price break this low, whether we get the correction or big correction or we get a small correction or any sharp, we prefer the price break this low before we look for buy. And again, it doesn't mean the price cannot reverse from here. Okay, the only way, if the price reverse from here, the only way we can trade it is at least we get a sharp move, a small correction, we confirm is the price is moving up, similar to what I draw here, what we have here. Okay, anyway, we don't have any trade setup, whether for sell or for buy. All it depends what we will get here for the next week. Then from there we can make a decision. And the reason we're looking for the sell, in case the price can break this trend line and move and break and continue go lower. Anyway, we just follow the chart. Next week, if we see any trade setup, then I will share on YouTube. But currently, we don't have any trade setup, whether for buy or sell. Thanks.